pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll.
Bram Kassoon.
Here.
Johnson.
Here.
John Francois.
Here.
Summers. Absent. Witt.
Here.
Kleiner.
Here.
Burr. Massey. President Rodriguez.
Here.
And we have a quorum.
Okay, correspondence.
We just have one correspondence tonight from the State Liquor Authority for a new liquor license for 14 to 18 North Street.
Corporation Council and Police Department.
That is all for correspondence.
For the good of the city, Mayor.
Yes, I'd like to call up Mr. Ralph Cheney and family, if they're here with him. Hi. Good to see you. We're here today to, Ralph is a survivor of pancreatic cancer. For how long?
13 years.
13 years, and you're going to see in the body of this. And today is World Pancreatic Cancer Day. So we're issuing a proclamation, and it states, whereas in 2016, an estimated 53,070 people in the United States will be diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, one of the deadliest cancers, and 41,780 will die from this disease. Whereas pancreatic cancer surpassed breast cancer this year to become the third leading cause of cancer death in the United States. And it is projected to become the second leading cause by 2020. And whereas pancreatic cancer is the only major cancer with a 5-year relative survival rate in the single digits at just 8%, and whereas, and you're one of the 8%? Yeah. When symptoms of pancreatic cancer present themselves, it is generally in later stages, and 71% of pancreatic cancer patients die within the first year of their diagnosis. And whereas approximately 2,660 deaths will occur in New York in 2016, and whereas pancreatic cancer is the 7th most common cause of cancer-related death in men and women across the world, and whereas there will be an estimated 418,451 new pancreatic cancer cases diagnosed worldwide in 2020, and whereas the good health and well-being of the residents of the City of Middletown, County of Orange, in the state of New York are enhanced as a direct result of increased awareness about pancreatic cancer and research into early detection causes and effective treatments. And by the virtue of vested in me by the laws of the City of Middletown, New York, do hereby declare today, November 17th, the actual date is November 17th, 2016, as World Pancreatic Cancer Day in the City of Middletown. So I want to congratulate Ralph, welcome him to the City of Middletown Common Council chambers, and hope you get another 13 years at least.
I thank you very much.
Please feel free to say whatever you like.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Mayor DiStefano. I'd like to thank the council, and I'd like to thank Josephine for supporting us. We've done this for about 5 or 6 years now, where I've just come and picked up the proclamation in the office, and we decided it was. I think as the mayor decided it was a good idea this year if we did it at the council meeting. Proclamations are a very powerful tool because they create awareness not only on the individual level but community level, which is very, very important, and also in the medical community. Myself being a 13-year survivor, like it says in the proclamation, I am definitely in the minority. And I have a message of hope for all those diagnosed and affected, their families affected by pancreatic cancer. As it says, when I was diagnosed, the 5-year survival rate was 5%. Now it's up to 8%. Our goal is by 2020 to double the survival rate. And I think we're on cue to do that. In the time that I've been cancer-free since I had my operation in 2005, there's been a lot of progress in the course of treatment options for pancreatic cancer patients. I mean, obviously the prognosis is not good, but a lot of treatment options have come up. Clinical trials, tumor-related therapy. and the like. The problem is that pancreatic cancer has no early detections. By the time the symptoms rear their ugly head, it's usually metastasized and gone to some other part of the body, which renders the poor patient, inoperable. So any kind of progress that we've made is to either shrink the tumor so that the person will have surgery, which is best case scenario, or have them live with it. And only 20% of us are eligible for surgery. That leaves 80% of the pancreatic cancer community that are living with this disease. So I want to thank the city of Middletown for their continued support. I accept this proclamation on behalf of the pancreatic cancer community, on behalf of the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network, for those who will be diagnosed, for those who are fighting the good fight right now. And I just want to thank you all for your continued support. Thank you very, very much for this.
Thank you. Anyone else from the city of Middletown?
Good evening, Susan Depew, 57 Prospect Street. It is with great pride that I ask the council, the mayor, and the committee members to schedule or consider scheduling our community's annual Middletown Pride Cleanup Day for Earth Day, which is April 22nd, Saturday. I ask all residents who've helped us in the past to please come out again. I ask the students and faculty from our school district, the families who've helped us before, and most of all, the people who haven't helped us. The people who have helped us have made a big dent. I would love to see Middletown become the cleanest part of Orange County. And I would ask the council to consider doing one thing that I've thought about for a long time, and that is to create a sign that says, "Don't even think about littering Middletown," or something like that. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Put a picture of you on it too, so.
Thank you. Anyone else would like to address the council? Okay, remarks of department heads. Economic development.
Good evening, everyone. This evening, we had a meeting of our Community Development Agency, and the board approved to move forward with the rehab of the 3 homes. So we will be starting the rehab on Hampshire, Harrison Street, and Cottage Street, hopefully this week. So those projects are underway. Also, tomorrow, the city's annual Christmas tree arrives in Festival Square. So be on the lookout tomorrow morning. John Degnan will be up there with the crew that'll be cutting the tree. We have, thanks to Jacob and his department, will be assisting, along with John Tresh of JHM Tree Service, who donates his time to cut the tree. Also, Regional Trucking will donate their services to bring the tree in to Festival Square. And this year, the tree has been donated by Jillian Yee. And we look forward to the holidays coming into Middletown. The decorations are going up. Our tree lighting is the day after Thanksgiving. So tree lighting, holiday parade. So we're off and running with the season. So hope to see you all.
Any questions from Mayor? Alderman John Francois.
Where's the tree coming from?
It's coming from the Middletown Community Campus off of Ashley Avenue.
Anyone else? Thank you.
Thank you.
DPW Commissioner.
Good evening. Last meeting, I did report on progress of many of the projects we're doing. Tonight, I just want to reemphasize the recycling, the importance of recycling for our community. And it's really great for the environment. And not only that, it does lessen the cost for the city of Middletown to dispose of its garbage. And as such, municipal solid waste, and as such, it will be less on the taxes in there. Your taxes that you pay for us in here for the city, it will be allocated for somewhere else rather than just for disposing of recyclables, which is good material, in municipal solid waste, where it's going to just add volume, take away from the volume available from landfill. So please recycle. It does not take too much effort to do. It is the law of the land. It's the right thing to do. So please do it. You help us out, and you help yourself out as well. The leaves are being picked up throughout the city. All wards have been picked up. Third ward will start tomorrow. And fourth, first, and second have already been picked up. After we finish the third ward, then we will start going around the city all over again to pick up any leaves, because I know some of the leaves are late to come down from the trees this year. As far as the roof projects for City Hall is completed, it's been accepted. We have a new carpet because of it, and new ceiling tiles. And it looks very nice, I think. Any questions?
Any questions for Jacob? Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you.
Treasurer?
I have nothing this evening unless anybody has any questions.
Question for Don? Thank you, Don. Superintendent of Recreation?
Good evening. Sue, one message for you. I had some kids interview me yesterday as part of a class project, and their project was focusing on littering in the Middletown community, and if it's getting worse or better, and some of the solutions and how they can help. And I did give them your name, so as their project gets going, you might be hearing from them, and that's a great thing. What I have here this evening, one of the things you'll be voting on is solutions funding from the county. The city this year will be getting just under $50,000 due to the collaboration between the Recreation Department, our Police Department, and our school district. And that helps fund our summer feeding program. It helps fund our teen center. It helps fund our Summer Leadership Academy. And it also helps fund the new program that was started by Jackie Welch last year, Too Good for Violence, Too Good for Drugs. And that is now being run by Officer Kristen Beebe, who's doing a great job. So you'll be approving that contract, get signed by the mayor, and it really helps us, that county money, working with the county to get positive youth development programs out there to the kids. So thank you to the Orange County Youth Bureau and the county exec for that. The Recreation Department is collecting emails from residents. So if residents would like to get information so they're not missing Little League registration, they're not missing youth football registration, they're not missing youth wrestling registration, and all of the camps and all of the clinics and programs we run, you can get on that email list. You can call us. We've been out to schools with the half days. We've had hundreds of parents sign up, and it's just another way to reach out to the public besides our brochures, our Facebook, and our website. So please take advantage of that. We want every kid to know about these programs and not be closed out. This spring, we will be having 2 Eagle Scouts doing projects for Middletown. One will be enhancing that walking trail, which we started up behind Maple Hill Park. So that'll be completed. And another young man wanted to improve on the dog park and actually has all the dimensions and is getting donations to actually build a tunnel and a ramp for the dogs to play with. So that is something we're looking for, and they're looking forward to, and they're working with Foreman John Bianchi. So once again, our youth stepping up, like I said before. Winter registration is in full gear, folks. This is the time to sign up for our basketball program, our cheerleading program, our winter indoor soccer program, our volleyball clinics, our toddlers in training, and our adult volleyball. That's what's coming up this winter on top of all the special events mixed in with the holidays. Maria mentioned some, but we have the Santa's Toy Box, we have Letters to the North Pole, we have the Polar Express, we have Pictures with Santa, and it just goes on and on and on. There's gingerbread house building, so please jump on the website, check Facebook, or call us to get that information. The other program is the skate park. The contract was signed with Spawn Ranch. They're actually going to be in town here on November 30th. We will be doing a site walkthrough with them at 4 o'clock, and then we are encouraging the public, especially our youth, a lot have called us, to meet us at the Recreation Department at 6 p.m., and that will be the start of the design of the skate park, so getting public input. So at 6 p.m., November 30th, at the Michael G. Perkins Community Center, we will have a design team and be able to talk and give your input there. And lastly, I just want to congratulate the youth football program. Their Division III boys have made it to the Super Bowl on Saturday in Newburgh at 4 o'clock. So congratulations to them, their coaches, and their organization. That's an exciting time for those young men.
Any question for Chris? On the
The
regular
turkey trot this weekend?
There is, thank you. The turkey trot is this weekend. That is over at the high school track at 10 a.m. Once again, the help of the varsity athletes from the track team and the recreation department and the mayor's youth council. We had about 60-some kids there last year, and we're expecting over 100 this year. The winners get turkeys donated by ShopRite, and there's little plaques to go out, and the kids have a wonderful, wonderful time. So thank you to Kevin Hipsman and his track team for making that possible.
Alderman Kleiner?
Because I missed the rec commission meeting, how did the women's self-defense course class go?
We actually didn't have enough people register. We only had 6, and we had a lot of people ask about it and inquire about it, and it was very cheap. I mean, I think it was $10, and we only had 6 people register. So it wasn't enough to bring that instructor in.
Maybe try again next year.
We're going to try again.
Good.
Anyone else? Thank you, Chris. Corporation Council?
Good evening, everyone. I was going to mention about the skate park that we did get the signed contract back. Chris mentioned that, so that's a good thing. I think they're very excited about coming to Middletown and working with us. That's good. I also want to mention there is a resolution on here to accept a donation of blue stone from Alderman Witt. When this first came up, Commissioner Twill asked me, would there be any conflict in Alderman Witt making this contribution to the city? And I looked into that, and the answer is no. So I just want to put that on the record that I've looked into that. I see no conflict. I've advised Kevin to abstain from the vote, but certainly it's something that we as the city can use, and accepting the donation certainly presents no conflict, but I did want to put that on the record. Okay, so unless there are any questions, that's it.
Any questions for Corporation Council? Thank you, sir. City Treasurer, or City Clerk?
I have nothing this evening.
Any question for John? Okay, public hearings.
Okay. We have a public hearing for a lot line change for Heritage Restoration Properties. And notice is hereby given the Middletown will hold a public hearing on Tuesday, November 15th at 8 p.m. Common Council Chambers to hear any and all persons wishing to be heard on the proposed lot line change for Heritage Restoration Properties. And a full copy of the plan was available at the city clerk's office. Anyone wishing to be heard will be given an opportunity to speak. And this was in the newspaper, published on November 9th and November 10th, and also on the city website.
Okay. This time, public hearing's open. There is nobody here representing the Heritage Restoration Properties.
Rich, a question too. Because there were no mailings, that means we cannot do the resolutions, correct?
Proof of mailing?
There's no proof of mailing.
It's not a valid public hearing.
Right.
You might want to set it for the next meeting of the council.
Okay. Second public hearing.
Okay, the second public hearing is a lot line change for Keck Properties. Notice is hereby given that the city of Middletown will hold a public hearing on Tuesday, November 15th, on or near 8 p.m. as possible, Common Council Chamber, second floor, to hear any and all persons wishing to be heard on the proposed lot line change for Keck Properties, Section 17, Block 3, Lot 11, 111, and Section 17, Block 3, 11112. Full copy was available in the city clerk's office. Any persons wishing to be heard will give the opportunity to speak by the order of the Common Council. This was also published in the paper on November 9th and November 10th and on the city website.
This time, the public hearing's open.
Mr. Keck, you have the proof of mailings?
Yes, I do.
Could you just give them, Ms. Cisco? Thank you.
Any questions?
Nope. The subject, the property, the lines, can you give us a brief summary on it?
Yeah, we actually got a sight line changed 3 or 4 years ago, and I mistakenly didn't go far enough. So this is just almost the same thing. We just want to get the lines properly on the Catholic Charities building next door for future use, possibly for expansion of our company or, the sale of either.
Anyone from the public who would like to address the council? Come on up.
I'm not sure, I understand this lot line change.
Just gotta do the mic.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Oh. Hi, my name is Paula Dawkins, and I reside at 317 North Street. So I'm sort of the last house next to the lot, next to the Catholic Charities, and I got this letter in the mail stating about the lot line change, but I'm not sure I understand what part of the lot is going to be changed. So maybe someone can enlighten me, because that's why I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
I
great.
think I can here. This is the Catholic Charities Building,
Yes,
and I
it
think
is.
you're here?
I'm there.
Okay, so this line used to be 10 feet off the back wall.
Mhm.
Now it's running right down the wall, the center of the wall, so there's no change that you would ever notice.
Oh, okay.
That's very simple.
Oh, okay.
It's just so that we can, if we do want to build ever, or if we do want to sell ever, it puts the line where it should be, like this line is.
Yeah, because they're
Okay.
all crooked anyway.
Yeah. It's a
That
lit-
I do know.
It's a little better, it's a.
Also, it's not really going to affect me
No,
in
no,
any
no,
way,
you won't-
okay?
you
But I
won't
did
even-
get a letter, so I wanted to show up just to make sure
Yes.
that I understood
Mm-hmm.
that it's not going to affect me in any way.
No, I'm glad you showed up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Any member from the council have any questions? Alderman Kleiner.
I don't really have a question. I just want to explain that we did discuss these in the Planning and Economic Development Committee, so the council has looked at these, and they're all through, we thought, all pretty straightforward, and we didn't really see any problem with them. Thank you.
Anyone else? Thank you. Can I have a motion to close? Alderman Massey, seconded by Alderman Burr. All in favor?
Aye.
Public hearing is closed. Thank you. Third public hearing.
Okay, the third public hearing is for a lot line change for 14 and 16 Dolson Avenue. Notice is hereby given that the City of Middletown will hold a public hearing on Tuesday, November 15th, on or as near 8 p.m. as possible. Common Council Chamber, second floor, to hear any and all persons wishing to be heard on the proposed lot line change for 14 and 16 Dolson Avenue for Section 39, Block 5, Lot 6, and Section 39, Block 5, Lot 7. Full copy of the lot line plans were available in the city clerk's office, and any persons wishing to be heard will give an opportunity to speak, either for or against the lot line change. This was by the order of the Common Council. This was also published in the Times Herald Record on November 9th and November 10th, and on the city website.
Okay, at this time, the public hearing is now open.
And you have your proof of mailings, please? Yep, if you just get those to Karen, please. Thank you.
Can you just give us a brief summary?
Yes, I lost my husband 4 years ago and ended up with a business and 6 houses around. So I just wanted to change the lot line so I can be able to sell 2 of the houses because it's too much to handle at the same time.
Okay. Anyone from the public? Any member from the council? Okay, thank you. Move to close. Alderman Massey, seconded by Alderman Consoom. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, petitions and complaints.
Nothing this evening.
Remarks of the mayor.
Good evening. I'd like to join our Recreation Commissioner in congratulating the D3 boys and going to the Orange County Super Bowl for football, and hope to attend. So if anybody's thinking of going, maybe we can ride over. Last night at the Senior Center, we had another meeting of the DRI, the Downtown Revitalization Initiative. This was the public input meeting in which the planning organization invites different groups or anyone from the public, whether a Middletown resident or not, to participate in breakout sessions and discussing and identifying how people would like to see that money spent, talk about what they think positively about the city and what concerns or what issues that they believe the city should be addressing. Pretty well attended, but more impressively, probably half the crowd was people and kids in high school. and not only Middletown area, but from Warwick, I believe Chester, Goshen, and even some students who were not participating in the mentor program, that's where they were there, I know a young man sent from Goshen named Jackson gave a lot of insight and a lot of input into what he thought we should be doing, and gave his ideas from a young person's perspective. So we thought the meeting was successful. I believe there's another committee meeting coming up in early December. The dates will all be posted on our website, and whether it's a meeting of the committee or a public participation session, each meeting does have public input. So we welcome you to either send in your comments through email or go on our website. I believe the questionnaire is either on or will be on. There's a survey that's going on by the planning company to see what the general public would like to see, and we would encourage anyone to go on our website, click on to the DRI survey, and give us your input so we can properly spend that $10 million. Last Wednesday, we received an award from the Pattern for Progress on called the Urban Action Agenda Award. It was a pretty well-attended event down in Newburgh or New Windsor. And one of the reasons why we received it was, I think Maria did distribute the Planning Magazine, which is a national planning magazine. And I'm just going to read you the first paragraph because I think it's important and shows that we're getting some national recognition for what we're doing and the reason why we're doing what we are. And the article, which is about 6 pages long, opens with pictures of the Woolworths building, both old and new. And it says, unlike other small urban areas in the region, the city of Middletown, New York has been gaining populations and jobs. About 28,000 people live there, a nearly 10% increase since 2000. Among its centers of employment are Vitality and community college, a state university branch, a college of osteopathic medicine, which opened in 2014 in a distressed former hospital, and a satellite campus of the English-Chinese bilingual college that is moving into part of the former Middletown Psychiatric Center institution. So this magazine is, as I said, distributed nationally. Since this magazine, we, and due to others that are working in the area, we have been approached by 2 technology companies that we'll be discussing in executive session this evening, looking to relocate their startup businesses. As we've been discussing about the Orange Accelerator program, this is exactly the target group that we're trying to get. One is from Brooklyn, one is from New Jersey. So people are taking notice of our activity. I think we're on the right path, and as you see in the executive session, and hopefully we'll be able to discuss at some point in the future publicly, some real progress in that area. To take up on Maria's point of the Community Development Agency also, this program is also a very valuable program for us in creating home ownership. And the 3 projects I believe that we are approving tonight, there's some short-term funding, and all of you have voted on it in the CDA, but the public may not be aware that the resolution tonight is just a bridge loan in order to renovate the homes to certain housing standards, and then we already have buyers for these homes. They've been pre-approved for mortgages. They've gone through mortgage counseling through the not-for-profit. They're selected not by us. They are selected by the not-for-profit, and we have no input into who purchases these homes. And there is a 10-year commitment in order to reap the benefit of this home ownership program. So we have more to go. These we're hoping to have up and running within 6 months. The contractor is ready to move on them very quickly. The CDA did approve it, and we're hoping within the next 6 months we'll have 3 more ribbon cuttings for 3 families to have some home ownership. And that's all I have. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to address them.
Any questions?
The budget, of course, I forgot to say, the budget is work that took a lot of work. Don Paris deserves a lot of recognition for pulling it all together for us, and of course the hard work of the council president and the finance chairman certainly went a long way in getting it in on time and early. Tom Burr and Kate Rose.
Good job, Tom.
No questions.
Question for the mayor?
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, remarks of Alderman. Alderman John Francois.
Yes, good evening. I had the opportunity to attend the mayor's award ceremony. I just want to say congratulations, Mayor. Thank you.
Alderman Kleiner.
Thank you. I want to thank the Elks for the Veterans Day ceremony. The mayor was there, Alderman Massey was there. I mean, really, they do a nice job, and I hope we can pack the room next year and get more people out. Reminder, because I had some people bring this up, starting November 15th, that would be today, there is no parking on the streets of Middletown from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. And some people say, why are you doing that? Well, we've been doing that for many, many years for lots of reasons, and most of them are snow. So keep that in mind and don't get caught. Chris, thanks. The skate park meeting, I had that down to mention too on November 30th, so I hope people do come out and get involved. And also was at the Downtown Revitalization public meeting yesterday. And I think they're doing a really good job of organizing how it's coming together and getting input. It was nice to see so many young people there. I wish more of them would speak up, but I think eventually they did and offer some ideas. The next meeting of the committee is December 7th at 5 p.m. at Thrall Library. A little cold out in the park. And, but the next public meeting, again, will be at the Mulberry Senior Center, and that'll be December 15th at 7 p.m. So if you have any ideas or any input, any suggestions on how you think that $10 million could best be used to move Middletown forward, please come out and join in the conversation. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman Witt.
Nothing this evening.
Alderman Johnson.
Thank you. I also want to congratulate the mayor and company. Mayor, you should consider a job in public service. I think you'd be good at it. You thought about that. I wanted to give an update. We did revitalize the TNR program for cats, and on behalf of the city, I want to thank those involved. We're kind of nibbling away at the cat population on Linden Ave. There's quite a few. And I want to thank all the people that are involved in capturing these animals and taking care of them post-operatively. And happy Thanksgiving. Thank you.
Alderman Rackelsell.
Good evening. I'd just like to piggyback my congratulations to the mayor and everyone in Middletown who was a part of making a success and deserving of that award. A little business reminder that next week, Tuesday the 22nd at 7 p.m. will be the third ward meeting, and the rescheduled neighborhood watch meeting will be combining for the month of November due to Election Day. And it also happens to be the third ward's holiday meeting, and there will be snacks, so I recommend people come to that one. On a more serious note, there was a 2-alarm fire last week on Wisner Avenue overnight, and one of our firefighters suffered some injury during that fire. So I think it's just a reminder that the risks that our firefighters undertake and the service they do provide to our community. So I'd like to take this time to thank him for his service and wish him a speedy recovery. And also thank you to all the other firefighters who responded to the scene, as well as the mutual aid departments. We thank you. That's all I have tonight. Thank you.
Alderman Burr.
At the finance meeting tonight, I'd like to thank Don's staff, all the department heads. The budget seems to get easier and easier every year, and they're still staying under the tax cap, which is very good. And my first ward constituents, if they could, please bring the leaves in a little off the curb, more back, because it's making it very dangerous. Our roads are very narrow in our ward, and I appreciate it if you could put your leaves almost on the curb. And that's all, and wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you.
Alderman Massey.
Wanted to thank the Elks Club for the nice program they did for Veterans Day. That was outstanding, as it is every year. Want to wish everyone also a happy Thanksgiving. And tonight we have 2 resolutions. One, to pass the budget. I want to thank everyone that was involved in the budget process and the council, and I'm hoping that you will vote favorably. And the other one is on Cherry Road. We had a representative here tonight and answered a number of our questions from the council, and I'm hoping that there'll be a positive vote on that resolution also. Thank you.
Thank you. New business.
Okay, we have a resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey to authorize Corporation Council and the City Treasurer to hold a tax sale on Saturday, December 10th, 2016 at City Hall.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey, seconded by Alderman Johnson. Any discussion? Roll.
Graham Cassoon.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
John Francois.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Kleiner.
Aye.
Burr.
Aye.
Massey. President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Resolution passes. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Witt to authorize the treasurer to transfer a total of $2,000 within the Recreation and Parks Department to cover a shortage of funds due to the increase of special events and longer seasonal use of ball fields by the public.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Witt, seconded by Alderman Burr. Any discussion? Roll.
Graham Cassoon.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
John Francois.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Kleiner.
Aye.
Burr.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Resolution passes. Resolution sponsored by Alderwoman Ram Cassoon to authorize the mayor to sign a workers' compensation service agreement for a one-year period from January 1st, 2017 through December 31st, 2017.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Cassoon, seconded by Alderman Johnson. Any discussion? Roll.
Ram Cassoon.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
John Francois.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Kleiner.
Aye.
Burr.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Resolution passes. Resolution sponsored by Alderman John Francois to award the bid for street materials.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman John Francois, seconded by Alderman Witt. Any discussion? Roll.
Ram Cassoon.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
John Francois.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Kleiner.
Aye.
Burr.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Resolution passes. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson to schedule a public hearing on a proposed four-lot subdivision for 8, 10, and 12 to 14 and 16 Houston Avenue Extension.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson, seconded by Alderman John Francois. Any discussion? Roll.
Ram Cassoon.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
John Francois.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Kleiner.
Aye.
Burr.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Resolution passes. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson to approve the SEQA for Heritage Restoration Properties LLC lot line change.
I'd like to make,
Well, we got
Mr. President, can I make a motion to amend the agenda to remove these two resolutions referring to heritage properties pending their correct protocol following?
I have a second?
Second.
Roll.
Ram Cassoon.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
John Francois.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Kleiner.
Aye.
Burr.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Resolution passes. Second one, too, we did them both.
We did them both.
We have a resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson to approve the SEQA for Keck Properties LLC lot line change.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson, seconded by Alderman Burr. Any discussion? Roll.
Ram Cassoon.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
John Francois.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Kleiner.
Aye.
Burr.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Resolution passes. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson to approve the lot line change for Keck Properties LLC.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson, seconded by Alderman Massey. Any discussion? Roll.
Ram Cassoon.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
John Francois.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Kleiner.
Aye.
Burr.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Resolution passes. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson to approve the SEQA for 14 and 16 Dolson Avenue lot line change.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson, seconded by Alderman John Francois. Any discussion? Roll.
Ram Cassoon.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
John Francois.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Kleiner.
Aye.
Burr.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Resolution passes. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson to approve the lot line change for 14 and 16 Dolson Avenue.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson, seconded by Alderman Kleiner. Any discussion? Roll.
Ram Cassoon.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
John Francois.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Kleiner.
Aye.
Burr.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Resolution passes. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Kleiner to close streets for the annual tree lighting ceremony on November 25th, 2016 at 6 p.m.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Kleiner, seconded by Alderman John Francois. Any discussion? Roll.
Ram Cassoon.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
John Francois.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Kleiner.
Aye.
Burr.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Resolution passes. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey to approve and adopt the 2017 annual budget for the city of Middletown.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey, seconded by Alderman Burr. Any discussion? Roll.
Ram Cassoon.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
John Francois.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Kleiner.
Aye.
Burr.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez. Resolution passes. Resolution sponsored by Alderwoman Ram Kasoon to amend and revise Chapter 104, Section 104-11 for the procurement procedures in the city code for future CDBG-DR procurements.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Consoom, seconded by Alderman Kleiner. Any discussion? Roll.
Ram Kasoon.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
John Francois.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Kleiner.
Aye.
Burr.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Resolution passes. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey for the city to guarantee a bridge loan totaling $364,000 with the Community Capital of New York to pay construction costs for the rehabilitation of 3 houses through the CDA.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey, seconded by Alderman Johnson. Any discussion? Roll.
Ram Kasoon.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
John Francois.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Kleiner.
Aye.
Burr.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Resolution passes. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey for the city to accept miscellaneous pieces of bluestone as a donation from Kevin Witt with the estimated value of $2,126.25 to be installed in places to be determined.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey, seconded by Alderman Kleiner. Any discussion? Roll.
Ram Kasoon.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
John Francois.
Aye.
Witt.
Abstain.
Kleiner.
Aye.
Burr.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Resolution passes. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Witt to authorize the mayor to accept solutions funding from the Orange County Youth Bureau and following approval to sign any and all necessary contracts on behalf of the city of Middletown.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Witt, seconded by Alderman Burr. Any discussion? Roll.
Ram Kasoon.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
John Francois.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Kleiner.
Aye.
Burr.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Resolution passes. That is all for new business.
Alderman Johnson.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve a one-year agreement with Road Technologies as was presented at the Board of Estimate meetings as well as the Finance Committee meeting held earlier this evening.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson, seconded by Alderman Consoom. Any discussion? Roll.
Ram Kasoon.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
John Francois.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Kleiner.
Aye.
Burr.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Resolution passes.
Audit. Mr. President, I move the accounts be audited, the claims be adjusted, and the city treasurer be authorized to issue warrants for their payment.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey, seconded by Alderman Consoom. Roll.
Ram Kasoon.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
John Francois.
Aye.
Witt. Kleiner.
Aye.
Burr. Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Resolution passes.
Adjourn. Alderman Johnson.
I'd like to make a motion for executive session for contract discussions as mentioned earlier by the mayor.
Motion by Alderman Johnson to go into executive session, seconded by Alderman Kleiner. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Executive session.